Hey y'all, Lost Sandman R35 coming at you from Two Guys Reviews. And here today we are doing a first impression of Black Ops 2. Now, I'm starting off, I'm going to break this down into three sections here. I'm right now on the multiplayer section, and this is just some gameplay. This is the very first time I played this board, and I can't even remember the name of it, to tell you the truth. That's how new the game is to me. And in true Call of Duty form, since they don't have dedicated servers a la Battlefield 3, we had a group of about 6 people, all my friends, who were going into this game, and I got booted out. And when I rejoined, I was on the opposite team. So all these people you're killing are actually my squad, or you see me killing are actually my squad mates. You'll see Sean Ev up there. You'll see Mikey. You'll see Dietz up there. All these people are. There's Dietz. Goodbye. But yeah, all these people are old Battlefield 3 players of mine, or not Battlefield 3. I mean old Black Ops players and Modern Warfare 3 players. And besides that, getting back on track with the actual review, the multiplayer at this point does seem quite solid. I mean, I see no problems with it. I haven't seen anybody who has, really tricked out ridiculous guns. I don't see, that ridiculous final stand or any of that or anything like that. I will have to play a lot more to give you a more in-depth review of the multiplayer, but so far right now, I'm saying it's pretty damn good. It feels a little different. I can't quite explain that either. It does feel um, almost almost Battlefield like, and it's kind of surprising to me. Like there's a little bit more recoil on the guns, it seems. A little bit more realistic. And right here, it was at the very end of the match. I was trying to get it off in time, but the airstrike, but it didn't work out. But for the first time playing that match, and it wasn't even the full game, 14 and 10, it's not too bad. But here we'll move on to the campaign, and again, this is a first impression, so uh, I I don't I haven't played through the whole campaign yet. I've been flipping between multiplayer and zombies and the campaign just nonstop. It's like, okay, I'll play some of the campaign. Oh, I'll play some multiplayer. Oh, I'll play some zombies. So I'm all over the place. But so far, the story, it looks like it's going to be a good one. And there it is. I knew it had to happen. I knew it had to happen every single time. It never fails. The phone rings every time I do a commentary. I gotta figure out some way of disconnecting that thing, and again, I apologize for it. It's just like clockwork. The phone does not ring all day long, and literally the second I hit record, it goes off. So annoying. But oh god, they're even leaving a message too. Oh, but anyway, we're where am I here? We're in the campaign, and this was like I think it's like the second mission. I mean, literally, like I said, I had just started playing this. The story looks great so far. The things that you do in the campaign are fantastic. Like in the very first mission, you're like hanging on to a jeep, you're calling in, air support, and this is taking place in the past. Like I think this is like in the 70s, I'd have to guess, because both Hudson, if you remember him, the guy with the shades, he's also with us on this mission, and Mason, who you're playing as, are both from the very first game, and they both look a little bit older. They have gray hair. Now, this is from the perspective of Frank Woods, who, if you remember him, he's the guy who saved you in the last one by taking that one dude out, throwing him through the window, and you thought he died in the explosion, but he did not. And right now you're trying to rescue him. And he's telling this story way into the future. He's like an old man. That's what you saw at the beginning of the campaign clip. Now, I know there's combat in the future time, which is, I believe, 2025. I have not gotten to that point yet, but even right now, this is like freaking awesome. Like you're taking out boats. There's, you're taking out helicopters. You're doing all kinds of stuff. It's just mayhem, and it's lovely. So, again, very impressed with the campaign thus far. I mean, I've only played 2 levels, but also while we're talking about this, I'd also like to say stay tuned for when I get to zombies, because there's 2 significant things that I found so far that are very helpful. One is in the very first room, how to construct and make the turbine, and with the turbine you can use that to open doors that do not have power to them yet. It actually it literally blows them open, and I'm shooting Hudson here because I didn't realize that was him. It's like, oh wait, yeah, you're my guy, never mind, sorry. I was also looking for the last guy who was left on this ship. I could not figure out where the hell he was. Like, okay, can't go in that door, can't do anything. I'm looking up here, I have no idea what's going on. It's like one dude down at the bottom that was preventing me from moving on. And of course Hudson's not doing anything, so he's just sitting there chilling in the corner looking at the guy. And there he is. Hey.
That's the last of the gunboats. Okay, Mason, we're clear.
So,
Open up the container.
if I were to compare this to, let's say Modern Warfare 3, I already will tell you this is already blowing it out of the water. The multiplayer, it seems fresh and new, and it's like reinvigorated, if that's a good way of saying it. That it's a new take on it, especially with the pick 10 system, where your weapon will add up to a certain number of points, a perk will add up to a certain amount of points, and you can max it out at 10 points. So you're compromising that way, but at the same time, you can run Hardline and, say, Ghost at the same time, which is fantastic. And there's Woods. We found him. He's not in good shape.
It's me, Mason.
So, oh, and Zombies also, and this took us a while, because the first night we played Zombies for about 4 hours. It's the very first thing that we did, because that's what we do. We love playing zombies. So we were playing TranZit, and we found where the power went, but we couldn't figure out how to turn the power on. And I almost had it, and I finally figured out what part I was missing. And I'll explain more once we actually get there. But now we went from, just in this mission alone, and this mission's not even over. I didn't want to film the whole thing. It would take forever. It would eat up the whole review. But just in this mission alone, we're looking at, we went from shooting people on a boat to shooting boats off of our boat, and now we're shooting at helicopters. And there we go. Okay. Now the boat ran aground, helicopters going down. Woods went underwater, so we're gonna pick him up. Now we're gonna drag him to land, and now we're gonna be on land while carrying Woods. So, yeah, the campaign it definitely keeps you going. It's there's always some sort of mayhem going on. All right, so let's as soon as we get him on land here, I'll carry it over to the zombie portion. Now, zombies is I think they did a fantastic job with this. Now we played the 4-on-4. That's a whole new way of playing zombies, where you're trying to get your team to win, and those games can last forever too. It's amazing. Here we go. How to build the turbine. Literally, this is where you literally start off. and right in front of you, you will see the, I don't know, mannequin. You're going to pick that up, and I'm just getting rid of some of these zombies here real quick. And take it over to the little blueprint thing and hit, you know, square or X on Xbox to build. Then you just pick up the fan. And these parts, from what I've seen, are always in the exact same place, unlike when you're trying to turn the power on. So the last piece is right here, and it's like a little tail fin thing. I don't know what the hell you would call it. And once you put all three of those together, you'll get some sort of a message. And now I'm just killing them off some zombies before I pick it up. Okay, so now we got the turbine. Now it'll open this door, as you see it doing right there, where it previously said, you know, you'll see it here. It says you need power to open this door, and it opens that door too. Now it's important to pick it back up. You could, as long as you're in the area, you could pick, like if the zombies wind up destroying it, you could just pick up another one. Because you'll see this zombie will go right after it like it's a monkey. And they can destroy it. So if you destroy it and you've taken the bus somewhere else, then you're crap out of luck. But now we're outside, and I didn't have to spend money opening that door. The $7.50 that you need to normally open that door. And I'm just going to kill this guy. I'm going to get on the bus, and then I'm going to fast forward 3 bus stops. The first bus stop you're going to go to is going to be the diner. The second bus stop is going to be the farm. The third bus stop is going to be where power is, and I'll show you how to do that. I'll pick up this lovely little gun here, which is great for in the beginning. I have yet to pack-a-punch this thing. Matter of fact, I have yet to figure out how to build the pack-a-punch machine, which I think you actually have to build it. But fast forwarding to the third stop, we'll show you how to get power on. And the bus is going to be stopping shortly here. There we go. Okay. It's finally stopping. Alright. All you have to do is go straight out of the bus, and there's like this little shack right here. You could pick up this wonderful AK-74U if you'd like. And you can open that. You just pop on down here, then whoa, check this out. First thing, and now these 3 items are going to be scattered throughout this bottom white area, whatever you may call this area. But you're going to take them. The first one that I picked up was the power panel.
Great day in the morning.
And you put the power panel there. Now you're going to need the lever and the arm. And here's the hand. Here's the hand. Now these could be located anywhere down here. They're in random locations. So you'll actually see me look for the handle. I literally actually was just staring at it a couple moments ago and didn't realize it, and now I'm just going to be like looking all over the place for it. Last zombie. I like how they make the last zombie like manic and run. That's interesting. But here I am looking around, and I actually just completely passed it up. Once you get all 3 of those on, you can just turn the power on by hitting square or X on the switch itself. And you'll see what happens when you do that. Now, be warned, when you actually do turn the power on, it will activate the... I guess if you're familiar with zombies, then you're familiar with the X factor. Sometimes it's dogs. Sometimes it's George Romero. Sometimes it's monkeys that rocket in from space. Whatever crazy boss thing. And there's the handle. I finally found it. It was right next to the monitor the whole time. But this activates an electric zombie that can stall down the bus, and he's a bitch. I mean, he sucks. There, I got all three to go. Then you just turn on the power,
Bring light and joy to girls and boys.
and in a minute you'll see him in the middle of all this mayhem of the power turning
Now
on.
that there's a
But it
thing
does take a
you
little
did
bit of
not
time
see
for the
every
power
day.
to turn on.
Every year, even.
By the way, if you do get stuck down here and say you can't find the third piece, I guarantee you the third piece is down here somewhere. You just have to look for it. But
I think
in the
those
middle of the
brains are
teleporter, you
going
can
soft.
see that zombie, and he'll just
Zombie
rocket
season,
out of
they
here in a
just
second. There he goes. But that's our first impressions. That's how you turn on the power. Right now, I'm going to give the game a 9.5, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.